Ben, the gatekeeper on the same street with old Joe, came and woke him up. "Oh Joe, why are you sleeping and sleeping? Are you okay?" Old Joe said, "Yes, I am fine, just that I had to do many things for my oga last night and at the same time keep the gate. Carrying bags and bags up the stairs made me tired. So knowing that we hardly have visitors at this time, I decided to doze." "But who opened the gate for you?" Ben said, "It's Emeka, your madam's cook." "Oh, okay," said Joe. "I am not happy, Seth, that you woke me up. I saw something yesterday and I was dreaming that someone would just carry all my burdens like that. In my dream, just now, that you woke me up from, I became a rich man and I saw my wife begging me to forgive her. Remember, she told me with her mouth that it was better I be a dead man and just buried than walking around in abject poverty. Just because one rich man in our neighborhood was sharing money and Christmas rice to widows in our community, and she couldn't go to collect. In fact, she joined the queue but was pushed out by her fellow women. She came home fuming. She was so infuriated. She told me unprintable things and packed her things and carried our children and left the next day back to her village. I wept. I couldn't stop her. I didn't even want to try. I hear she's selling akara by the roadside now. Anyway, if I sleep back now, I am not sure the dream would come back." Ben laughed. "Oh, Joe. Now what for you? So somehow you imagine that the dream could come back, eh? So you would see your wife begging you, where? Oh, Joe. Ben, what I heard yesterday, my oga sent Jide, his driver, to go pick up some kebab from that expensive restaurant near Allen Avenue. And Jide saw this with his eyes. A beggar lying down on the street on Allen Avenue. So one young man walked up to him and shook him up, as in woke him up. Beggar was very angry that someone was disturbing his sleep. Ben said, "Like you are angry that I woke you up now." Ojo said, "I beg, wait and listen, Joe." So the young man insisted on talking to the beggar. The beggar is known in that environment as Denko. The young man wanted to take him to that expensive eatery that is near that Bumako building on Allen to buy him food, but Denko refused. The young man insisted. He gave him a hand to pull him up. Another man who was just passing by helped and got him on his feet. He took him to that expensive eatery and gave him a seat at the far end. The manager of the eatery came and scolded the young man for bringing a dirty beggar into the eatery. The young man stood up and said, "He is hungry and I brought him here to eat. I am paying for the food." The manager said, "Well, yes, it's obvious he is hungry, but his presence here would negatively impact our business today. Some customers could see him and walk away." The young man said, "Well, Mr. Manager, you send foods every last Friday of every month to GSO Global Consult, right?" Manager said, "Yes, I do." "But what has it got to do with having this man in here?" The young man said, "Well, I guess you have never met me. I am the chairman of GSO Global Consult. Here's my card." Manager shook, apologized profusely, and was ready to personally serve the beggar. So the young man turned to the beggar and said, "Sir, do you remember me?" Denko said, "No, I don't. But there's something a bit familiar about you, though people all look alike to me these days." Young man said, "Well, sir, while you were the manager of this particular restaurant some years ago. I had just finished from the university. I was on my last 20 naira. I had gone to different places looking for a job and no offers were available. I walked in here. I asked if you could allow me wash plates to be able to at least take a meal. I didn't eat at all the previous day. I was weary, almost fainting. I believe you noticed that. So, sir, you said, No. Tears welled up my eyes immediately. I looked down, thinking of how to leave to trek home. With what energy? Then I heard you say, Take a seat over there, young man. I looked up, and you were smiling and pointing me to go sit down. You served me jollof rice and chicken, and with a bottle of Coke to wash it all down. I was eating and crying, feeling overwhelmed by your kindness and generosity. I left that day and got a job the very next day. Things happened too fast. I was sent out of the country within 2 weeks of work in the multinational. By the time I came back, I came here and was told you were no longer here. I kept asking. Eventually I was told you were on the streets, having been hit badly by different bad turns. And today here we are. I own my own international business organization. I've already told the HR people to get you something to do as a job. We are providing you with a 2-bedroom apartment and upfront payment to restart your life, sir. Here's 500,000 naira to buy yourself some clothes. The HR department has all the details of your housing and everything. I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Tell HR you must see me tomorrow when you settle in on your new job in my organization. Here's my card. Have a great day, sir. And he walked away. One kindness that Denko, the beggar, gave years ago, one kindness he showed, brought life back to him. Ben said, that's real wonder. And the young man remembered all the people I do good to and for, who have never remembered me, I can't even count them. Old Joe said, maybe you are doing it to the wrong people, or they are still growing and would find you one day. Me, as I am at this gate self, it's only big people that come here. What good can I do to big men and women? Except that madman that I give food to each time he comes around. Ben said, you and that madman, forget his own, will he become CEO or chairman one day? Ojo said, I am giving food to a hungry man. Mad, yes, but he is hungry, and I have excess food here. Ben said, just be careful, Sha. Let him not break your head one day. Ojo said, he treats me like a friend in spite of his madness. Ojo, my Oga's driver has committed, He impregnated my Oga's 15-year-old daughter. You know he is the one that does school run for her. Ojo shouted, hey! Why? Someone's daughter? Ha! No now. And your Oga doesn't even laugh. How would someone beg himself? Your madam too? Why was she not doing the school run herself? Ben said, would that woman kill herself for us? Would he kill herself for her family? She leaves for work as early as 6 a.m. and comes home only by 8 p.m. sometimes even 9 or 10. I'm sure she warned and taught her daughter all she could. Are all the motherless girls and all the orphan girls, are they all pregnant? No, I think the little girl made her choices. The only thing that the mother would have done is to put chains around her waist and be dragging her up and down to ensure she doesn't mess up and get pregnant. So how would this thing be resolved? Asked Ojo. Ojo, My oga said the guy must marry his daughter. Ojo said, but she's too young now. How would they cope? And the girl is used to luxury life. How will she marry a driver and a small boy driver self? Ben said, that's it. My oga first put him in a cell and later resolved that there's no point doing that. Yes, it's a case of taking advantage of an underage girl. He should go to prison for that, Ojo said. But Oga said, after going to prison, what would happen to my daughter and the baby? No, they don't want to remove the baby, Ben said. Ojo asked, and what about the girl's schooling? Look, I don't really know. I feel very bad about the whole mess. It's a complete mess. Ojo asked again, did they beat her? Ben said, beat her? Beat her so that what? Beat a pregnant woman? No, Madam is so devastated. Her sister came the other day and was shouting that it's because she's pursuing her career. She responded, is it every career woman that has a problem? And all stay-home moms you don't see some of their daughters in such a mess? Please keep your sermons. She made her choices and was once her age. The temptations then are the same temptations today. You and I grew up together. There were boys and girls that time too. I could have messed up if I wanted to. You too. I did it because I chose not to. Ojo said, then, if there was a way of telling young girls to keep themselves away from these boys, because at the end of the day, it's them that bear the shame and the pains. If both of them were in school, it's the girl that would stop school and sometimes completely drop out of school while the boy goes on. Ben responded, if this boy disappears now, what would she do? First off, she has not been in school for about 3 weeks now, and her classmates are not allowed to come into the compound to check on her. She has no phone and has no access to phones. It's a complete mess, Ojo. Complete mess. Ojo said, if we say let's go and beg your oga, what is there to beg, Seth? What would you beg? Ben said, that is it. Beg that what, and so that what would then happen to erase the matter? Because he takes her to and fro school, he had all the time. The matter now is that my oga said the driver must marry his daughter. The boy said he doesn't want to marry because he doesn't have money. That he came to drive to save money to ride jam and go to the university or start small business. His parents are so poor that even poor people call them poor. Ojo interrupted and said, like I used to be. Ben said, did you say used to be? Are you different now? Ojo said, yes, I am different too. I have good food. I have shelter. I earn salary. I even have enough food to dash out. I am far, far better than I used to be. You won't understand how horrible things were for me. 1 year later, Titi has had a baby boy. Titi's dad had to let the driver go. He disappeared into thin air. He was grateful to his oga for releasing him and vowed within himself to come back when he builds up. Titi takes home lessons to prepare for high school exams. Ojo gives the madman food more regularly these days. It's as if it's only Ojo that treats him with such kindness. One early morning, the madman knocked at the gate gently to get Ojo's attention without the house knowing. It was in Saturday morning. Ojo thought he came for food and said, it's not time for food though. I thought we agreed you should be coming in the afternoon. If you wake up my oga, Madman said, see the way you are talking, rambling like a madman. Ojo started laughing. Me, madman? And asked, what is it? Madman said, Come, I want to show you something. Ojo was a bit afraid, but was also curious. What could a madman have to show him this early? So he followed him to a corner of the house where there's an empty plot that has trees and shrubs. There were 5 big bags there. The madman said, "Open one. Open this one." Ojo opened, and it was full of dollars. He opened another one. It was full of naira notes. 1 big bag of dollar notes and 4 big bags of naira notes. The madman said, "Armed robbers passed through this street last night. They heard gunshots, which probably came from another armed robbery attack happening somewhere. They dumped these things here and ran away. They were here to share their loot. So, now, listen to me. Tell your oga that you want to go to your village in Abeokuta, that you want to go and see your mother. Carry this bags and go and restart your business that failed. Don't waste time, and don't behave like a madman to be opening your mouth and be talking up and down. Go and restart your business and your life, okay? And bring back that your wife that went away. Goodbye." Ojo left as advised by the madman and went to Abeokuta. His wife came back to beg him. He said, "I know things were rough. Even myself, I hated myself. So I don't hold it against you that you gave up on me. God has shown me mercy, and I extend that mercy to you. Let's begin life afresh." So Ojo restarted his timber business and became a top merchant. He also had a security doors business where they make the best security doors in Nigeria. Serious bulletproof doors. 8 years after, old Joe went back to see his oga. Ben was still working there, and Ben said no person has ever set eyes on the madman since old Joe left. Old Joe became a billionaire within just a few years of running his businesses. As for Titi, she lost 3 years of school, but kept on. Helped by supportive parents, she finally entered the university and read pharmacy, and owns one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in Nigeria. The driver, whose name is Tony, came back and married her. He is an oil mogul. They have 3 other children in addition to the first. Wow! Wow! Be kind. Show love and mercy to others. You never know the day it will pay off and through whom you would be blessed. What do you think about the chairman that gave a homeless man food, shelter, and a job in return for the kindness he received from him years earlier? What advice do you have for the likes of Titi and her parents and the young driver, Tony? What would you do if Titi was your daughter or your sister? Who was that madman? Was he a real madman or an angel? Please let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please encourage us to roll out more African folk tales, more African real life stories by giving this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. Yes, please remember to click that bell icon so you will be among the first to know when we upload another very interesting story video. And please share our stories with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being there for us. This is African Folktales ChinChin. Till our next video, remain truly amazing. Goodbye.